Sit down, my king, I said to the young Frederic Roger as he entered the garden. It is time for your studies. Your German tutors have no doubt told you of the deeds of your Teutonic grandfather. I knew that story by heart, the boy king replied proudly. Indeed, I said with a wink. But I will tell you of the other side of your family. For you are firstly a son of Sicily. Ah, dear Sicily. A kingdom like no other, where three peoples were fused under the southern sun and formed the jewel that lies between east and west. It was the Norman side of your family that made it all possible. Normandy was a cold northern land of steel and chivalry, but it was also overflowing with the younger sons of minor barons, men aspiring to a greatness that exceeded the constraints of birth and station. This story, your story, begins with your great-grandfather's brother, Robert de Hautevilles, a man of immense stature, with fair hair, broad shoulders, and eyes that all but shot out sparks of flame. Robert was driven and possessed that incorrigible confidence that melts away doubts and allows ambition to keep pace with imagination. More cunning than any foe he faced, he was ever vigilant to seize any advantage, win through any means, and remain unbound by the rules of lesser men. You speak of him as a great man, but what did he do? The boy king asked, his eyes now wide with childish enthusiasm. I answered. Robert was the first to unite all Italian Normans under a single ruler. But his origins were very humble. He came from Normandy to Italy with scarcely 30 followers, and sought fortune in this land that so often rewards those with the daring and brilliance to seize it.
You are not in Normandy, Robert. I make the rules here. Leave Italy before I have you and your band of robbers hung from my tower.
I did not come all the way from Normandy for this. If you will not give me the lands I deserve, I will take them myself. My brother is a fool. We are not going back to Normandy empty-handed. The Norman barons are not yet suspicious of me. I can take advantage of that. Come, Normans!
My father recruited the first of your Normans to Italy. You may have heard of Malus Sovari. I have goals for Italy, and could use a vicious attack dog like yourself. Come to Bari, and let us talk. In return for this land, you will defend my interests, fight my enemies, and pay me when I ask. Let us hope you prove more valuable to me than your fellow Normans were to my father. Did you think that I would not protect my investment? These soldiers will make sure you think twice before betraying me.
Lord Robert, we have heard of your exploits and wish to serve you.
Robert, my dear brother, in the court of Duke William, they tell tales of you fighting giants and dragons. They call you Guiscard, the cunning fox. I had to come and see for myself.
Do not believe every tall tale whispered in a bastard duke's court, brother.
Things are changing in Normandy, Robert. Duke William has plans to conquer England, but I would rather fight alongside my brother here in Italy.
A vostro servizio. Attaccari!
Normans, you came here because there is nothing for us in Normandy. Duke William is a bastard, barely clinging to power there. Join me, and you will be lords of Italy. Betray me, and you will not live long.
Vostro servizio. Attacchiamo!
Robert Guiscard comes! Protect your homes from this devil!
Attacchiamo! Combattete! Sì! Combattete!
You dare defy me, Robert? I will run you through and hang your treacherous body from my ramparts.
A vostro servizio. Sì!
Lord Robert, we have heard of your exploits and wish to serve you.
You underestimate me, Norman.
Muratori.
I know you plan to betray me.
Ordini.
Manuale.
You strike your own brother? You dishonor our father's name.
Bury my brothers, Drogo and Humphrey, with honors. No one speaks of what we have done here. Is that understood? Salerno's power is broken, but the Lombards remain rebellious. I will take their princess Sicily as my wife, so that the people bend to my will. Normans, remember why we came to Italy. We will be ruthless, we will conquer, we will take and kill, and make a name for ourselves in this land, like our fathers' did in Normandy. Join me, and I will lead us to greatness.
The Italians called Robert Guiscard, the cunning fox. In a few decades, he had brought all of southern Italy to heel. But his imagination and his cunning would carry him across the horizon to new conquests. Where did he go next? The boy king nearly jumped up as he asked. That is a story for tomorrow. Not even a king can learn all of history in a single day. I remained in the garden as young Frederic Roger hurried off, a smile resting on my face. Already, I could see in him the shadow of his forefathers. Perhaps one day, this boy would eclipse them all. Stories of Robert's successes in Italy inspired the Normandy broken by civil war. The Norman Duke, William, had not yet earned the title, the Conqueror, and was still a controversial young bastard, barely clinging to power. Many Norman knights, bloodied by civil war and lured by southern riches, set out for Italy. Robert's youngest brother, your great-grandfather, Roger de Hauteville, was among them. But he was different. Where Robert was ruthless and cunning, Roger was patient and chivalrous. He was motivated by love. Judith Devereux, cousin of Duke William, had stolen Roger's heart, and the two wished to be married. Judith's father, however, would never entertain the thought of his daughter marrying a mere landless knight. Roger had no choice but to go to Italy to prove himself worthy of the woman that he loved. But Robert Guiscard, like his brother before him, expected Roger to make his own way in Italy, as he had done years before. He offered Roger no lands and no knights. Fortunately for Roger, there was still a prize awaiting a man of his talents. An island ruled by Muslims for 2 centuries, but now divided between rival emirs, Sicily beckoned. A faithless criminal is hiding in your lands, Norman. Return him to me, and I will pay you well for your trouble.
Do not listen to him, Said Roger. My head is far more valuable to you atop my shoulders.
I will not forget this, Norman. You harbor criminals, and I pronounce vendetta against you.
Shukran, Said Roger, shukran. My followers are yours to command. Gather my supporters and march on one of the cities. The people are weak, and if they see you kill an emir, they will submit to us. I mean you. You are indeed fortunate to have a friend like me, Said Roger. I am a local to Sicily and know the positions of the enemy cities. You will still need to search for the emirs themselves, though. Come, my loyal followers. I have returned with Norman friends. Do not be suspicious of their swords or their ways. They are good friends of Sicily.
The locals surrender to you, my lord. My lord should focus on killing the enemy emirs and princes while preserving their cities and armies.
Va bene. Muratori.
Brother, my knights find no profit in putting down Lombard rebellions in Italy. There is little left to plunder. They want to conquer something, so make good use of them. I must go. Humphrey's son is causing trouble in Apulia.
Va bene.
I should have killed him after his father died. Continue to conquer Sicily for me, and I will make you count of the island.
Count? Said Roger? Inshallah, you will be king of this island. Without your ungrateful brother.
My brother is a fox. My day will come, but only if I am patient.
Sì, signore.
Let us focus on taking this island before I worry over who will rule it. 3 faiths, Catholic, Orthodox, and Muslim inhabit this island. But those in the west have been subjugated by the Berbers. If I show my tolerance of their faiths, the people will rebel against the 2 Berber princes.
Ho fatto, ho capito. Sì, signore.
I see you are quite ambitious, brother. Do not let your ambitions make you foolish. I am watching you, as a good elder brother should. I will return to Italy, brother. Soon, I will call on you to watch over my lands while I march on Constantinople with Bohemond. Finish Sicily quickly.
Shukran, Sahid Roger. I prove my devotion by conscripting these peasants into your army. Get out there, peasants! You will fight for the Normans, or I will whip you!
Comando fa, sì, signore. Sì, signore. Sì, signore. Combattere!
The people of this island, Christian and Muslim, suffered for too long under feuding emirs. God willing, I will build a new order here, where Norman, Greek, and Arab live together in peace.
Sicily was a land fitting for a man like Roger. Daring and ambitious, but also patient, chivalric, tolerant, and above all, motivated by love. He married his beloved Judith and settled in a Sicilian court. Roger Bosso, the Great Count, as your great-grandfather would come to be known, was more than a conqueror. Adopting the ways of the island, he fashioned a new eclecticism that gave Sicily its unique character and strength. I do not know these words, the boy king said sadly. Forgive me, my king. What it means is that the warm Mediterranean breezes, the cool marble colonnades, the bubbly fountains splashing among the lemon trees, these are marked on your soul. You are shaped by this land, where Catholic church bells and the Orthodox liturgy mingle seamlessly with the Islamic call to prayer. It is a heritage unlike any other, all thanks to your great-grandfather. The boy nodded. I did not think he could yet fathom just how unique his kingdom was.